Have you ever ruined a perfectly great painting brush because you forgot to clean it after you finished painting, and now the bristles are all stiff as a stick, and you might as well throw out your painting brush? Yeah, it happens sometimes, but I've actually managed to save most of my brushes using this easy method. So don't throw out your painting brush just yet, at least not until you've tried this cleaning method first. Of course, this always seems to happen to my favorite brushes as well. So here they are, all stiff. Listen to that sound. Yeah, that's definitely, that's not good at all. What you need is a jar of some sort, either plastic or glass, but anything that can hold some liquid. Also, you are going to need some dishwashing liquid. I like this type, which is clear. And also you need, of course, your brushes. So what you want to do is pour dishwashing liquid over the bristles here and make sure they are soaked really, really well. Oops, got some bubbles there too. And this one. If possible, you can also try and actually bend the brushes. Look, these bristles are actually not completely stiff, and there's even a bit of paint starting to come out there. So this is a very good sign. So, but you want to soak the bristles completely with the dishwashing liquid. I like to just keep these actually in this jar. You could also put the brushes inside a plastic bag and close it up. I'm just gonna leave these brushes here. I like to leave them for at least a few hours and then check on them to see if the dish liquid started to work its magic. Of course, this doesn't always work. It will depend on how much paint was on your brush in the first place, and also how long they were left to dry before you found out that you left them. These brushes were left for 4 whole days before I realized my big mistake. Okay, a couple of hours have passed and I want to just check the brushes. I got a bit of clean water here and some paper towel and a disposable paint palette here. I just want to show you. See how the paint is getting dissolved by the dish liquid. So I'm just going to use a paper towel to soak that paint up. And I will clean it in my bucket here. You could also do this in your sink if you wish. I just thought it would be easier for you to see if I did it here with the light is much better. So obviously now you have to really clean the brush very well, because it will contain a lot of dish washing liquid and you definitely don't want that in your paint at all. Look how my water is all getting all soapy now as well. So clean it really well, and if it still has some paint left in it, you simply want to soak it again in your dish liquid and leave it for even longer. This one looks pretty clean. Let me check this bigger brush here. Definitely looks like some of this, looks like there was gray paint on it, was dissolved. And look, the bristles are not stiff anymore, so definitely it worked out really well. Let me clean that brush as well. I need to get some clean water. And definitely looks like it's back to normal. It still contains some soap in it, so I want to make sure I get that all out. But definitely the bristles are all soft again, and it looks like I definitely managed to save this brush as well. As for the last brush, let's take a look. This one is also definitely the bristles, excuse me. The bristles also turned a lot softer. It has still some of the bristles that are really lumped together. So I think I will leave this to soak even longer, maybe even add a little bit more dishwashing liquid. You can even tell that the liquid the brushes were in, how it has paint in it that was dissolved. So I'll add a little bit more dishwashing liquid on this one and let it stand for a few more hours, and we'll see if we manage to save this one as well. I think so. Okay, it's time to have a look at the last brush here. I actually ended leaving it in the dishwashing liquid overnight to make sure that it got a real good treatment. And if we look at this paper towel here, we can actually see these small specks of paint here. These are dried pieces of paint that were stuck onto the bristles, and they have now been dissolved. I still need to really rinse this well with water, but it definitely looks like there are no more stiff bristles here. It's back to normal. So I definitely managed to save this brush also. I do want to let you know, if you are when you're cleaning your brushes, never use very hot water or very warm water to clean acrylic paint off your brushes, because that will only make the acrylic paint dry quicker and stick even more onto the bristles. So always use lukewarm water whenever needed. If this brush still was a bit stiff, you could repeat this process a few more times and see if you manage to get all the paint out of the brush. Also, please bear in mind that dish liquid, it is abrasive and it can harm your brushes if you leave them for too long. But I think when faced with the dilemma of potentially saving a brush or throwing it out, I definitely think it's worth giving this method a try. So I hope this tip was helpful to you. And if you have another tip for cleaning your brushes that you would like to share with me and the Danish painter community, please leave your comment down below the video. I would definitely love to hear it. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.